before you start, you want to equip the winger's wings, which you unlock when you get the 12 badges. So you're just going to avatar, clothing, back, and then you select the winger's wings right here. It's mandatory. Now, you want to head down to your ship, and what you need is obviously the swords, otherwise you cannot start. You really have to make sure that you have the wings equipped, so if you have any default any skin equipped here, make sure you switch back to your avatar, like to your default skin right here, go to skins, to switch to your default avatar. Otherwise you will not be able to open this door right here by holding F. This will not appear for you, so you really have to make sure of that. Again, as said, you need to get the swords. Now once you have that, you're gonna take off and you will fight your first boss battle. Now usually what happens is you're just gonna fail the mission immediately. Don't be surprised about that, it's just a bug, so you can't really do anything about it. You should see it happen to me right now. Boom, mission failed. It's just completely normal. Now, to beat this boss fight, it's pretty straightforward. You just move with A and D keys and you fire with your mouse. You could dodge with space, but it's kind of pointless. You just keep firing the left hand, while the right hand is doing stuff. You just dodge to the side whenever the yellow thing is about to pop up. Once it's done, you choose to go to the blue hand, and when you see the pink hand is about to shoot, you just move to the left. Right at the moment. It doesn't matter if it's like doing a one laser or a double laser, it really doesn't matter. Just keep repeating that. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see. Now I'm gonna blend in an image right here, as you can see on the left, and I'm gonna keep it there so it makes more sense eventually. So the top section, like with A, B, C, D, and etc., that's like the alphabet translation that you need later on. So first you wanna do is pick up the swords. Now you can see chunk of the alphabet here and chunk of the alphabet translation right here. Basically the bottom symbols to translate to the above letters. And you will need that later on once you found all the symbols. There's 12 symbols you can find. I've only found 10, but it's fine. So here's the order that you will need later on to click the items. So it's gonna be DJ, Russo, Sabrina, and then the swords. And I'm just gonna show you the images here real quick. So that's number one, that's the sword. Sword number one. I'm just gonna keep going on, and you can see it on the screen, and you can compare what I wrote on the left. So basically, when you go to the second section where I wrote like 3 times DJ, 3 times Russo, 3 times Sabrina, etc. These basically are the 3 symbols that you can find. So you can first find like the name of the symbol, or like the icon name basically. Then you can find the symbols that are associated to the symbol. Kind of, it's weird to pronounce that properly. And on the very right side you can find the translation of it. So let's see, here's one that I know of. So this one is Russo. That's the second symbol. You can see I found it as a plus, and I translated that with the alphabet at the top to an N. That's basically what you have to do. And with that you will find a couple of letters, and these letters, they're in a complete random order, but eventually these letters are needed that you can identify which images or like which mini games you have to select. We'll see that later on when I go to select the images, the mini games. That basically you need to click the 4 mini games that associate with those letters, those translated letters there. It's going to be, what's very important to know is this is going to be different for every single player, but it doesn't matter if you rejoin servers or join another server, have a private server. It really doesn't matter. For you, it's always going to be the same order, or the same 4 minigames. So once you figure them out, you don't have to find those symbols anymore. You can just instantly go for the minigames. But you'll have to actually find these symbols for yourself first. Now I'm very sorry that I couldn't find the last 2 symbols. For me it wasn't necessary, I could still discover which mini games I needed. So for instance, let's take a look at DJ, who is going to be responsible for the first minigame. He has OR and BD, and there's going to be a table of I think 16 minigames, and the only minigame that's going to match with that eventually is hoverboard IO, because hoverboard has these 4 letters in there. Now if we would have found the third symbol as well, then obviously it would have been much easier. There's always only one minigame that matches. Now for Russo we have UL and BB, so it's going to be bubble bowling. There's no other minigame that matches. For Sabrina there's GNI and PNL and probably some more, but that wasn't even needed anymore. I already knew it's spelling sprint. And for the last one it's UH and GR, and well, that's hunger, so it has to be the hunger game. So that's kind of like how it works. Now if you'd actually fail the anywhere after you found the symbols and got the minigames correct, if you stay in the server and got the minigames correct, you don't have to dial in the minigames again, but you might have some possible breaks later on. So I recommend when you die somewhere, you just rejoin the server or any VIP server or whatever to make sure it doesn't break for you. Yeah, but basically once you got the symbols together, you can just click these minigames in order. Make sure you press them properly. You can see now it's popped out as one. So this was the hoverboard, this was bubble bowling, this was spelling sprint, and then the final one, hunger game. Then it will give you a tick. If you get it wrong, don't worry, you just die and have to redo the boss fight again at the very beginning. Now here we gotta wait a little bit, and then like the real challenge is actually going to start. First off, you'll have to beat a small easy obby. And once you got that done, you actually need to solve a quiz. And once we get to the quiz, I'll blend in another window with all the answers that you'll have to select, or like all the questions that you can get, the answers you can select there. So here we're approaching like the quiz area right here. Now I'm gonna blend in at the bottom left again. I know I got some typos and all that stuff, but I hope you can make out which ones you wanna like dial in. Just make sure whenever you click outside of the window at this very moment right here, then he will like call you out for being a cheater. But it doesn't matter, you just can repeat the quiz again. If you like kind of remember an answer again, just hop out of the chair, hop it back in, and you get a new quiz with 5 new questions. You need to get these 5 questions right. The only one I was not really quite sure was like the first episode broadcast thingy, which is supposed to be the 9th of September 2019 according to the wiki. I just never really tested it. Everything else is absolutely right. I have used these answers more than once, and they're absolutely correct. Now once you got that done, the real hard part is actually going to start. You have to get through an obstacle course, which is recommended that you always use the green sword because you're going to be faster. And basically you can just follow my lead here. Whenever you get damaged, you will see that happening to me as well. You just pull up the purple sword and heal yourself for a little moment. It's gonna be like you have 8 minutes. It looks like a very short time, but you have like a ton of time available. Now here I was just checking for some settings that I could enable, but I couldn't really find them. But from here on it's basically pretty straightforward. You just follow my lead, like what I'm doing basically. Whenever you get damaged like that, you just pull out the purple sword, heal yourself, wait until you're like fully healed. You don't have to slam, I just thought like it would be better, but it's not actually necessary. You can just stand there and like take your time, take it easy, because if you die you have to do the mini boss again, you have to do the quiz again, you have to get here again. Like anywhere you die, you just have to do the whole section again up to this point. There used to be some bugs where you like die in the middle of somewhere and all this stuff like falls apart. Whenever you get that stuff, just join a new server. Best thing is to have a VIP server that you can shut down on your own. It's very buggy, it was very buggy, some stuff has been fixed, but yeah. And I think that's pretty much everything you need to know. Just follow my lead, do what I'm doing, and I hope you can get it. That's
the moment you've all been... Battler? What are you doing here? I thought we made the door room impossible.
Judges?
That's my line!
Well, everyone's here and we have to get started, Russo.
All right, and now, the moment you've all been waiting for! Ashley the Unicorn versus Battler.
Now, probably what I should mention here as well, again, for these fights, she's relatively easy. If you can zoom in, you can just take the ball and throw it at her. It's relatively easy. If you take too long or like waste all your balls, you might not get any more balls anymore. What you can do instead is you just run up to her, because she's gonna walk into a corner. You run up to her, and you just stay at that corner where she is, and basically DJ, Russo and Sabrina will eventually kill her because they're trying to throw the balls at you, but she's just way larger.
Battler!
She will basically get killed by her teammates, sort of. Now as for Hyper, you could find him, but it just takes way too long until you get him, because he will get some boots, like some rocket boots, which he can fly around with. So it's kind of pointless doing it, just kill yourself and get like the backup game, like the comeback game against Tanker, which is much easier. So
but it's not the end of the road for you.
This one is pretty straightforward. Just drive around the stuff, like drive around the course and get it over with. Now there used to be a bug if you would have been driving too quickly over the finish line here at the third lap, you die. So I was taking it slow. I don't know if they fixed it. They probably did, but yeah.
Tanker, let's just be honest, you're gonna win, so let's get it over with now.
That's so weird. I know. You like the boost.
Come on, Tanker, you got this!
Tanker, more like better than Battler.
Now we're gonna drive slowly into the second.
And the winner, moving on to the
Just make sure
finale,
we're not
is Battler!
Now, Creek is also relatively straightforward. You just keep running after him. If you get lucky, he falls off, which happened to me. If you don't, you just keep running after him. It's really, really easy. It's not hard to beat him. It's all you pretty much have to just follow. More or less.
Here! This'll help!
Yep, rip.
And the winner of the final battle is Battler?
I was lucky though.
I thought we rigged this. You weren't supposed to win. Something
Okay, here
must-
comes the hardest part. And eventually you will reach, as I just mentioned, like while I was playing, the hardest part, which is the final obstacle course. There's nothing I can really give you tips on, you just have to be good at it. It might need you some tries until you get it. You can take either route, it doesn't really matter. You're not on time at this very moment here, but you're on time later on where the ball is like following you. All you really have to do is just to get through. And that's pretty much everything. And once you got that done, you're basically done with it, and you get the item. There's like a final thingy that I'm not gonna spoil yet, but once you get like the cave done, there's gonna be some extra stuff, but you don't have to like survive or anything, you just get through it. It's like an auto-scroller, so I'm not gonna spoil that in case you want to experience that stuff on yourself. But this is pretty much all the tips I can give you, and I hope you can do it. Good luck, and see you around. Okay, good. This part. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Holy cow, that's a bit crazy. Just gonna walk in here. Gotta get up to this. I think? Do I have to get on this? Yeah, I have to get on this, okay. Okay, good. Now let's just not die to the ice. This is really scary.
Enough is
it?
enough! They earned this trophy fair and square. Here, enter this portal.
Was that it? Oh my god, are you kidding? Please let that be it. I don't want to do anything more, please. Please let that be it. Do I still have a chance? Do I still have a chance? Nope. Too late. Too late. "83 people got it so far, so if that's it, I'm just like slightly too late. Kinda sucks. Creek died again, I think. Yeah, looks like it. You could probably just run through this, but I mean, now it really doesn't matter. I'm just top 10 2000, not top 10, top 30 anymore. I could have done it if I would have not died at that one section there. If that's really it. I'm not even sure if I can like exit it anymore. Robots. What was that? No idea what that was.
Congratulations, Battler! Very few Robloxians made it this far. Your skills are impressive. I present to you the RB Battles Championship Season 2 trophy. You've earned it.
Ah, yeah, I got it now. I was slightly too late. Oh, this is so unfortunate. 106. 106-ish. Oh, let's see who participated. Alright, let's see who participated. Do I know any of these guys? Like anyone? I've seen this one before in ROBLOX. Well, obviously know these three guys. I think I've seen Cactus as well. But literally nobody else.
Found all our swords and gathered the badges just in time. Then you slayed that final battle, and now I have to make this line run. This song doesn't make any sense, but at least it sounds pretty good. Hopefully you finish top 30 to get that champion's hood. Battle's over, but now Creek can get some decent sleep tonight. This is the song that plays when you finish the game. It makes you happy about the friends we made along the way. It's a stupid song that we wrote literally yesterday. So when the credits roll, we would have something to play. Time for the second verse. Wait, I didn't write this far. Judges? We tried to rig this final battle. We hope you don't hold any grudges. So many awesome devs and YouTubers participated. Special thanks to all of them, even those who got eliminated. So we hope you had some fun and enjoyed this final fight.
Well, it was alright. It's very, 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 very unfortunate it's broken. I mean, literally, some people just got lucky. Some people just got lucky to get it. Because at the card game, when you finish your stack, you could continue.